It is Sunday the 22nd of April 2018. It hasn't been as warm today. Temperatures really notice have come down a bit. It's nice and sunny now, but it's 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's going to be cooler anyway, but we've noticed it through the day. And I'm here on our far side allotment now, so if you can, for example, we've got a huge pile of wood that we've been adding to today, because one of the big jobs that we have done is to get out the chainsaw and get more of those logs chopped up that I produced last year from cutting back the hedging. So we have added to our pile of big logs, so we have logs there. So not all of these were cut today, some were cut a couple of weeks ago, but this is our fuel supply for winter at the end of this year. Just picked a sack of grass and dock, and as you can see the sun is still bright. That's in that direction, hence the reason why one side of my face is lit up and the other side is rather dark. And the useful thing about these nights now is that we're doing the final feed for the goats at about 7 to 8 o'clock, and we feed them the grass. And when we started doing started again to pick the grass about 3 weeks ago, it took us ages to fill a sack because there wasn't really much to pick, to be honest. But now, because we are reasonably well into spring, the grass is growing well, as are the dock leaves. But also, it's nice to be able to see that the goosegrass and the willow herb is growing. Now, the goosegrass and willow herb are what we feed the goats in abundance during the late spring and the summer, and the goats love it and they thrive on it. At the minute it's too small to pick, but you can actually see that it's growing through, which is great news in our attempts to make sure that we don't have to buy any feed for the goats. And at the moment we give the goats carrots in the morning, and we buy those by the sackload, pony carrots. It costs £2 a sack, and we get through 2 sacks a week, something like that, 2 to 3 sacks a week. So we're constantly buying them, but hopefully we've got our last batch of them in, because within the next couple of weeks, hopefully the willow herb and the goosegrass will be in sufficient quantity to pick it to feed to the goats. Yep. The lambs are trying to join in the grass, but Georgina is not happy about that, so I'm going to have to give them a separate quantity.